my name's Mary Grube, and today we're going to make steak sandwiches, kind of like a Philly steak cheese sandwich, and it's really simple to do. We're going to be using about 1.5 pounds of top round or top sirloin, whatever your budget will allow. And you take that strip of steak and you freeze it for about 30 minutes or so, and you really thinly slice it, akin to the shaving that you might have in a Philly cheesesteak. And I've got a large frying pan here, and I've got it heating, and you can see that the oil is shimmering and smoking just a bit, so I'm going to have this at about medium right now. It's been heating maybe 3 minutes or so, and this is a gas range, so it heats pretty quickly. And I've got 2 cups of half and half here. You can easily have this recipe, but I'm going to be feeding about 5 or 6 people today, so we've got about 2 cups of half and half that I'm going to bring to a simmer. And it's actually almost there if you want to come and look. A simmer is when there's little tiny bubbles just around the outer edge of the pot, and that's just about ready for me to add my cheese to. So I'm going to let this go just another minute or so while I add my meat to the pan. So I've got maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil here. You can use any kind of oil that you want. And I've got my meat all ready, and I have it just in a bag because I did this last night. So you can absolutely do this ahead. The trick is you don't want it to get so the meat is frozen, but that it's easy to work with. And when they come in a long strip, flat strip, you can even roll it up and slice it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the pan, being very careful because this will spatter. So I'm going to add it toward me, and I'm going to spread it out in my pan. So I'm just going to move it around, and I'm going to season directly in my pan. And I want to keep the meat moving, knowing also that I'm going to need to adjust my heat because this is cool meat and the pan is hot, so you can tell by the sound of that sizzle that the pan's already cooling down. But you can see this looks a lot like Philly cheesesteak. Okay, so I want it right now. I'm going to turn this back up just a bit, and I'm going to watch it. I may need to adjust it again. You can see how quickly this is cooking now. It's almost done already. So I'm going to spread it out. And I'm going to season it. So I've got some nice large gray sea salt here. So I've got some coarse gray sea salt, about a teaspoon or so. And I've got some nice freshly ground black pepper. I like to keep ground pepper right on my kitchen countertop. I freshly grind it, and then it's ready for me. And since I use it up after every couple of days, it's nice and always has that fresh taste. Okay, so you can hear that. I don't want to steam this. I do want to brown it, so I need to turn it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to, as I distribute my salt and pepper here. Okay, now my milk is ready to go. So I've got 3 cups of mozzarella cheese here, but you could even use, say, like a pepper jack if you like that kind of spice. We may add a little bit of, and I want to turn this down now, we may add just a little bit of cayenne pepper to this, and just gently stir this. Starting to melt in there. While I let that do its thing, I'm going to go ahead and give my cheesesteaks, my meat for my steak, a stir. You can see how quick and easy this really is. I've got some nice hoagie style rolls here, and I've also got some onions that I've cooked very, very slowly over the stove on low, and just a pinch of oil. And they're very thinly sliced, and then it does take a little bit of time, but they get nice and soft and very, very sweet if you like. I'm using a sweet Vidalia onion there, but if you like, you can add just a pinch of sugar to your onion. And then I do have just some jarred pasta sauce there. That's it. We're basically done here. Go back to my cheese sauce. Remember, I'm doing this over kind of low heat right now, just letting it simmer gently. And we'll come back in just a few minutes and I'll show this to you when it's all melted. So we're back. Maybe took about 2 or 3 minutes and just kind of left it on low, and it came out nice and smooth. At first, when you put the cheese in there, it kind of melts in a big clump and you might think, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Nothing. Just stay with it, give it a stir every now and then, and it's going to come out nice and smooth like this. So that's it. It took us about 5 minutes at most to cook the meat and make the sauce. The hardest part of the recipe is actually the slicing of the beef. That probably will take you about 10 minutes. So, and then after you freeze it. So I hope that you enjoy this meal. You can put it in some nice rolls and top it with that cheese sauce, and hope that you and your family enjoy this. I'm Mary Grube with Return to Elegance with Mary Grube, so give my Facebook page a like, and I'll see you next time.